just you and me. Summertime, get ready, we are so divine. Blue water and yellow sand, let's live our dream. Summertime, get ready, we are so divine. Blue water and yellow sand, just you and me. Summertime, get ready, we are so divine. Blue water and yellow sand, let's live our dream. Summertime.
Good morning from the Air River East campground on the Great Ocean Road near the Otway National Park. We drove here yesterday straight off the boat. We went via Aldi and fuel and just did a massive drive, which actually ended up being longer than we thought, to here to base ourselves. So we were pretty knackered when we got here and we just chilled out. Because we want to do the Great Ocean Road over the next few days and explore the area, but we didn't really want to stop and waste a day close to Geelong. So we stopped in at the Great Ocean Road chocolate factory, and it is amazing. The hot chocolate was so good, and the chocolate itself was amazing, and watching them and like hearing about the story and stuff, reading about the story, it was great. Highly recommend stopping in there. We got some Easter goodies as well. And then we came to here, and that was pretty much it. The gate in here is tight. We had a bit of a moment to get in. So if you are going to come and camp here, I would go further along and go to the other one, the West Camp, and go further along, because the bridge across between the two is actually a 5-ton limit, so you can't take your vans across this from this side, so you do have to go past this one and go down the dirt road to that one. But it seems it's a straight in gate. It seems a lot bigger, so it is also more popular. So yeah, I definitely recommend that one rather than having to put yourself through what we had to go through, because we had no idea about the gate into here. We didn't film because we were tired, we were just over it, but hopefully I'll film on the way out so you can see what we mean if we get out. We might have to remove some poles or something, I don't know, no, just kidding. Anyway, so we are off to explore the Great Ocean Road over the next couple of days. We'll take you with us, and I hope you enjoy. Hello there. We are exploring the Great Ocean Road today. First stop from camp went west, and the first stop is the Gibson Steps. We've got a window of sunny blue sky with a bunch of cloud around it, so I'm hoping we can get to here and the 12 Apostles Lookout while it's blue sky. So we're not going to muck around because I want to see both in the sunshine. So let's go. What do you think, Daria?
Great sand!
Great sand. What about the view?
Nah.
Alrighty, so it appears the main 12 Apostles lookout is closed. We drove past looking, and we recognised it from last time we were here, that car park, and we're like, but it's all closed. So we are going to go back that way and double check it, but we've kept going to the Loch Ard Gorge lookouts. So yeah, we'll double check that other lookout on the way back. But yeah, that one's really cool. I love the arch. It's awesome. Not sure what else. There's quite a few from here, so I'll see what else we find. What are we doing?
Walking back, trying to dodge the rain. It is coming.
The rain's coming. We saw it coming.
It's just out there.
We legged it to the last lookout, the Razorback, and now we're legging it back to try and not get wet. Aria, where are we going?
To a cave.
Do you remember the name?
No,
Thunder Cave.
Thunder Cave.
Yeah, what did we just see on the walk?
A echidna.
Echidna?
An echidna.
Yeah.
It was
It was
huge.
much bigger than the ones we've seen in Tassie, hey?
Yeah,
And like darker, the colour of the fur.
yeah. The last one was dark as well.
Yeah, so the two that we've seen today, hang on, I'll turn you around. So the two echidnas we've seen today on our last two little walks have been darker and bigger than the ones in Tassie. So I'm going to do some research and see what the different types are. Check the view out. Alrighty, we ventured out to explore and we've headed towards the waterfalls, part of that. So we've stopped in at Beach Forest pub for lunch because it was raining and we didn't want to do the waterfalls in the rain. So we had an awesome lunch there, highly recommend it. Gluten-free buns for a gluten-free burger with gluten-free chips, it's great. Schnitzel that looked amazing. Didn't video any of it because I was starving. Anyway, and then it's cleared up a bit. Feel like there's more rain coming, but it is what it is. So we have come to Beauchamp Falls, one we have not done before. Last time we were here, so looking forward to it. 2.5 kilometres, 1.5 hours return. See how it goes. Wow. How was that, Daniel?
Pardon?
How was that?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I've done 2 breaks already.
But it was so worth it. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we have done Hopetoun Falls before, but we missed this one last time. So we made sure we did this one this time. We're still going to contemplate the Hopetoun Falls, but we'll see how we feel once we get back to the truck. But yeah, 130-ish. I did count them and then I forgot. Steps down at the last bit, and then a few like steps, and then it's a flat path, steep, just up on the way back. Yeah, so it's a stunning walk through the forest, as you can see, and usually you can hear the birds, except I've got a thing that keeps making noise behind me. Alrighty, I am solo missioning it to Hopetoun Falls. Daniel's pooped. Aria isn't up for stairs. We know this one's stairs, but it's been on my come back to list. So we've got the 10 minutes. So hopefully, I can just pump it and go and see it again, because I really liked it last time. And Daniel has a stunning photo capture from last time we were here that I'll put in as well. Which is actually one of our most popular sales photos, and one of our favourites as well, that we actually had big in our house when we lived in a house. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to miss the stairs on the way back. waterfall. Definitely put this on a list. It only took me like 5 minutes to walk down the stairs, so it's definitely a short, it's all stairs except for the last bit where it's boardwalk. There's a lot of stairs. I'll count them on the way back up, but it's so worth it because it's only 5 minutes. So beautiful. Alright, I counted them. 198. They could have just put 2 more in to make it 200, couldn't they? Pooped. But, yeah, 8 minutes back up. That's pretty good. Alrighty, what the last stop of the day should be, maybe, is what, Daniel?
A very special place that we have great memories of from last time we were here, that we definitely had to come back and see, because I've got one of my best-selling photos that's taken here, and one of my favourite and special photos of all time.
It was a sunny day when we were here last.
It was sunny, and that made the photo.
Mm-hmm.
So today the light would be very different and probably not as special, but you never know. This is the Californian Redwood Groves in the Otways.
Let's go.
Dad,
and see it again.
Dad, can you...
When you step into here, it's like you're stepping into a whole different world. Something really magic about this place.
In the holy water, just a backseat driver flying undercover. A nice suit and a family name, says he'll make me a star if I just play the game. But that man doesn't know that I am bulletproof. Keep one foot on the side.
Alrighty, that was much easier on the way out because we could come right around here, whereas on the way in there's like a dip over there to try and get like the distance, so we had to dodge these. So I suggest you make sure you go really wide. I'll just show you, but yeah, it's a bit dippy, so I didn't go all the way around there like that. Took it as wide as I could, but wasn't enough to get around without some hassle, but much easier on the way out. Anyway, really quick, booked online, $15 a night or something like that. Drop toilets, no fires, and
Sorry.
as you do.
Having to sing along in the car.
And yeah,
low range, baby. No stress. Low
Yeah,
range
you had to go really
first
wide
gear.
over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took the full width of it.
Yeah. Anything else you need to know about the camp, let me know. I do believe it's dog friendly here, even though it's booked National Park. I think this one is allowed to be
You will
dogs.
get phone reception with our antenna and mast kit, not without. And Starlink, there's just pick a spot that side 13 had no obstructions for Starlink.
Yeah.
Other sides will definitely have some obstructions, so if you need to book, probably book 13 if you have Starlink.
Anywho, we're off to Melbourne. Good afternoon from Brown Brothers, which is Millawa, Victoria. So we have completely changed plans to what the original plan was, and we have headed up here because we are kind of hightailing it up north to Newcastle, where we're from, over the next few days. So if you haven't seen our updates online, which would have been about 5 months ago, and if you don't follow us on social media, like Instagram and stuff like that, you would not know that we are actually heading overseas. So we have now had a change of plans, and we're heading up to Newcastle to see family, go to our storage shed and do some kind of, you know, life things, which means we aren't exploring Victoria as planned. But we're still kind of making the most of the last little road trip in Australia up to there. And we'll obviously update you as we go as to how we're all going with it all. But yeah, Brown Brothers is my favourite wine. If you haven't seen that or know that, that is. And you can camp here for free. Next adventure. About 2 years and 2 months since we left New South Wales for the second time. And when we left, it was raining and raining.
Yeah.
But there's blue sky here today, so New South Wales does get some blue sky. Yeah. Anyway, we are on a mission back to Newcastle, so it's just highway and highway. But yeah. Kind of green rolling hills to look at today, which is nice. Greenish. I said kind of green. And I'm not sure where we'll get to, but hopefully something nice along the way.
Well,
That brings you to the end of our caravanning around Australia vlog
Series.
series.
Yeah.
2.5 years all summed up into weekly YouTube episodes. It's kind of hard to believe, really.
And 90% of it edited and created by Amanda. I do the maps. Sometimes we do the thumbnails together. Usually do the thumbnails together.
Yeah.
But all the video editing and stuff is done by Amanda for the last 2 years. I helped with the first half a year, I think.
Yeah.
Then
3 months now.
Amanda just got good at it and she enjoys it, and so yeah, she took over.
Yeah.
So it's this isn't, we obviously are in the future now. This is future Amanda and Daniel. We were going to do a bit of more travelling in Australia. Didn't end up happening for various reasons, which we'll go into next week.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to film a final sort of goodbye and everything. So
We didn't get to have a final in our van, really,
Yeah.
other than what we've just shown you in this episode.
yeah, so we've come from the future. There's cool technology now.
Slash-
AI's taken over the world in the last 6 months.
No, it's just that I'm so far behind in episodes. But anyway, as you would have heard earlier in the episode, we were heading overseas. We are overseas. We are adventuring overseas.
And have been overseas for a while.
And have been for a few months. So this is a thank you for those of you that have watched since the beginning.
Massive thank you.
A
Absolutely.
huge thank you, absolutely. And those of you that have watched from even partway through.
And commented and subscribed and done all of those things, it makes a difference. And you see those figures and it helps you put in the effort to keep doing it.
Yeah, every time we got a comment, that was even just the simplest of thing, was just always so nice to see. And just having people that want to follow us as people, us as a family, watch us grow, develop, change, learn, experience. Aria, watch her grow, find out the photos Daniel takes, just the adventures that we have as people and a family, and the advice and help that we can give you, the tips, the places to go, all that stuff. There's people, every one of you, that whether you watch every week or whether you watch only certain areas because that's where you live or you're kind of from or you plan to go to, every one of you, we thank you so much.
Yeah. The core reason we do this is for us to have the memories for ourselves.
That's the first reason.
That's the core reason. But really,
the second,
putting it up on YouTube gives you the motivation to keep doing it every week. And taking all that footage that you've taken and edited and package it up into a 20-30-minute video.
If we were doing it just for us, I don't think I'd be up to where we are, because it's just that deadline every week kind of makes you keep doing it. So, and the second reason is, for me, I used to be a teacher, and so my whole thing was to help kids and motivate kids to have experiences and live life and become something amazing. And so I feel like instead of teaching kids to do that, I'm kind of teaching others to do that and live an experience and inspiring people to get out there and just see the world the way they can and in the way they can, whether it's, caravanning or something. So inspiring and motivating people to kind of just have a go and go out and enjoy it. So
we've had so many messages, people that say we've bought a caravan because of you, we've bought a motorhome, we're traveling here because of you. Thank you for inspiring us and influencing. And influencing gets a really bad rep, and everyone hates it. Everyone hates influencers, but that's realistically what we do.
Yeah, but I'm an inspirer, not an influencer. So, but anyway, it's a thank you for that, but it's also a please come along for the next adventure, because
it's epic.
It's amazing.
We've got so much cool stuff for you guys.
Australia was the start. Australia was amazing. Australia was
2.5 years we did for Australia.
It was
one figure eight lap.
One figure eight. It was epic. It was so good. And Australia is absolutely stunning, and there's definitely amazing places in Australia, but the world is our oyster, basically, and what other countries have to offer is still there. It's different, and it's still as exciting and adventurous. And what we've experienced over the last few months here, we've loved every single minute, and the experiences we've had here overseas here could be really different to what we experienced in Australia, and we're really excited to bring you
Totally different travel methods.
Totally different information, totally different places, totally different cultures, totally different experiences, totally different everything, except the fact that we're traveling.
Still us.
Still us as people, and we're having this absolutely amazing journey through our life as a family that we want to bring you along on, just in a different country every so often. So we really, really hope...
Been to alleys all over the world now.
Yeah. Almost.
Alleys everywhere.
We really hope that you'll come along for the next part of our journey overseas. We do stop in Asia on the way to Europe.
Yeah, we did 2 weeks in Vietnam.
Even I know for some people Europe is too far from Australia, so we have got a Vietnam series to come of when we stopped there. So there's that. So if someone's looking for an Asia kind of little getaway, and I do know there's a follower that is actually heading there soon because of us. So like if you are looking for something a bit past Australia, you're ready for something new, and Asia's it. We've got something to come. And even if you want to go beyond that to Europe and see where we're going, we're not just if you've been a long time follower, you'll know we don't just hit the tourist spots. We go to the smaller places, we go to the unique places, and that's what we're still doing. So we are still us, just doing it elsewhere. So we have so much to share.
We're on a budget as well, which is quite different to a lot of people.
Yes, 100%.
We're treating it as sort of a full-time
living
experience, life experience.
Yeah,
and
we have a budget.
In order to maintain that full-time ability of it, without digging into too much savings, we've got to maintain a budget, and
we do that. Yeah.
Our travels can really show you how you can do it for a reasonable price.
Yeah, even if you're not looking for long term, if you just want to do a 2-month trip to somewhere, or if you want to do a 6-month trip, or even 12 months, or if you want to look at long term, how do we do it? It's all to come, basically. What we are doing is going to...
How much it costs, best places to go to, how the visas work, how everything, like flights, finding cheap flights.
Yeah, insurances.
Yeah,
and
all the life admin and stuff as well.
Yeah, how we manage all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. And like the places to go, we are definitely hitting some tourist places, but we're also finding those hidden gems, and how we go about doing that so that we're just not following the tourist buses around, basically.
Yeah.
So that
strongly avoid tourist buses.
The experiences are so much better when you're not following a tourist bus.
Yeah.
So
we are a lot more up to date on our social media. So
yes.
Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Yes, we joined TikTok. It's a thing apparently.
By we, he means I.
I feel like a teenager even saying those words,
but we are on TikTok. Yeah. And
we're a lot more up to date on TikTok on those platforms.
Yeah.
So if you want really to stay a bit more up to date, that's probably the way to do it. We've got stories, reels, posts. We've got budget posts on social medias as well.
Yeah, and even our website, I've got like our 3-week itinerary for Vietnam, like where we went, and photos and stuff from there. And then I'll add, once the videos go up, I'll add links to the videos for that. So if you're looking for more itineraries and stuff, there's we've actually been to London, there's an itinerary on our website for that. So I'm trying to keep those going as well. Just juggling a lot of balls, so sometimes I don't have enough time, but I'm trying to make sure there's an avenue for everyone in different ways to get the information they need to just get out there and experience the world and live their life the best they can, because you never know what's around the corner tomorrow.
I was cutting you off, we've got to hurry up. All right, so we've got a few other info videos to come.
To finish off Australia.
Like maybe...
I don't know, we'll see. Maybe
a highlights video.
I definitely have a video that I've got in the works about of like what we learnt about our caravan after 2.5 years. So that's definitely something like that we...
caravan finale review.
Yeah.
The truck finale review.
Yeah, so we'll do those, and we've got a few kind of info videos to come about Australia and Caravanning Australia and things like that. But
then we're super excited to launch into international content.
Yeah, we're going to launch the international with a bang, hopefully. Yeah. We'll see how we go. But if you have any questions whatsoever about caravanning around Australia, we still remember all of it. We still have advice to give. We still are happy to answer your questions. We are still happy to respond to any information that you require.
Yeah, just go, if there's a video about it and you wanted more info about that area, feel free to chuck a comment and ask.
Comment, yeah.
We see more. So.
Yeah, and still, if you have any questions about internet or any of that stuff, Dan still keeps up to date with all that stuff, and we still have, we still have the knowledge and experience about Caravanning Australia that we are absolutely more than happy to share. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So a big thank you again, and please come along for the next part. It's absolutely amazing.
Even if it's something that you haven't thought of doing before, you thought you'd just stick to Australia.
Maybe this will open your eyes.
Maybe it will inspire you.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we'll see you in the next bit very soon.